And we're live. 5%. Welcome to Monday Night Live. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Great. Perfect. So, we did some paintings last week with one of Brian's toys. This was the double tulip normal size cup. I love the way this dried. It's so shiny with that chestnut bronze. Super pretty. And then we did this one. I actually like the way this dried. This is that Moe's eggplant shimmer. Not Moe's shimmering spruce. So that one dried really pretty too. But the last painting that we did was the 3 intermingling flip cups, and we used the interference colors. Are you ready? Look how pretty. That dried so pretty. Definitely this one will look gorgeous with resin. All that white turned to colors. The only color that we used was the Beach Retreat 2022. All the rest of this is interference. And that is the Enchanted interference colors. So pretty. So those were the 3 that we did last week. So this week, we are playing with some new toys that Brian has in his Etsy shop. They're new to you, not to me, but they're new to you. I'm going to bring you down. These are his minis. So we have the mini tulip cup. We have the mini drip cup, my fave, and the mini double tulip. So tonight I'm going to be working on 8x8 canvases. We're going to do one of each so you can see how they play. But before I do that, last Thursday, we did ornaments, and I left my mat filthy dirty so I can show you an easy way to clean it. So all I do is put the packing tape on there, cover it completely. Get it unstuck from my parchment paper here. So all you're going to do is just peel it off. And you're good to go. Great thing to have. Is that cool or what?
Because you're a witch. Well.
I am magical. Yes, Alan is out here. Alan had the privilege of lifting all the floor tiles in the bathroom today. It was hilarious when Finny got stuck to the floor.
What about when you got stuck to it?
I did get stuck to the floor. Well, not stuck, but I got stuck. So I am going to use my tub tonight, because we're going to be spinning all 3 of these. No sense in making a mess. I'm not a fan of acrylic paint in my tub. It's not as easy to get out as house paint. I should have left the house paint in there. I peeled it out.
Joanne Ralston says the lint roller will work also.
Yeah, this tape is just faster. I tried a lint roller once. Okay, I'm checking my mat to make sure I'm centered, because these guidelines will be used tonight for the 8x8 canvases. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. So I know when I put this on here, if I have the same amount of distance everywhere, we know we're good to go. So let's go forward a little bit. Ta-da! I'll bring it up just a smidge higher. I do need to get an apron on. How's everybody tonight? I see lots of familiar faces here. These are 8x8s, Brian. Pay attention.
To the front of the class.
Yes. So let's play with the double tulip cup first. If you guys don't have the minis, you're really missing out, because when you have all these small canvases or 6x6 tiles or 4x4 tiles, you can use these on the coasters. I need to measure them, Brian. Why do they look smaller than 8x8? So the packages, I took them out that say what size they are, don't count.
It's all lies.
He's so brutal. We successfully did nothing yesterday, did we? Except for dinner. Okay. So let's do, we already know how this one comes out because we did it last week. But I want you to see the mini version of it. I also do not want to use a base coat this time, because I think it resists the pattern that this will make underneath. So you could either paint your canvas white or black or whatever color you want, if you don't want it to roll as much, but it's still going to roll unless your paint is wet. But I want to play with trying it without a base coat. Can you take this, babe? Thank you. So we are not gonna use silicone. We're not doing it. But we are gonna use some fun colors. Okay, let's see. I want to use a bunch of colors. I don't want to like limit it to 3 or 4 or 5. I'd like to use a bunch to make it more colorful. Okay, I need one more bright one. Alright, so I have my colors picked. So we're going to use Champagne Shimmer, 2022 Beach Retreat, Morning Pansy, Moe's Shimmering Eggplant, and Shelley's Masquerade Shimmer. That one's was for Brian.
You forgot one other thing we did yesterday.
What did we do yesterday? Oh yeah, I cut Ellen's hair, I cut Jake's hair, I cut Chris's hair. I had a rug in my bathroom. Cut a lot of hair. Alright. So let me get my tops off and we'll get pouring. $17 colors. Okay, Bri. Let's.
want to welcome Clara Lawrence. Glad you could join us.
Hi, Clara. So let's try starting with Morning Pansy. And I do like this set cockeyed like that. Makes a prettier pattern, I think. In my opinion. I'm going to go with the Champagne Shimmer. We're going to have to do a lot of layers. Boy, I'm really making a mess. Because I don't have a base coat. Moe's Eggplant. (2022) Beach Retreat. Shelley's Masquerade. Go back to the beginning. Morning Pansy. Champagne Shimmer.
It's hard to believe that the beach retreat this year was like almost 4 months ago.
I know. It's funny, like when we get to the 9-month mark before we go, it's always like, okay, just pretend you're having a baby. Today is Ellie's birthday. Baby girl is 2. Can't believe she's 2 already.
250 days, Brian said.
Can we make it? Alright, what I think I'll do after this layer is one more, and then maybe we'll add a little paint for some flow extender, so we don't have too much color. I'm trying not to use a lot of paint on these layers, because we don't want it to like spread out too far. I really like that beach retreat next to Mona's eggplant. Okay, one more layer. It's fun to play with Brian's toys.
When he shares.
So we got these from Brian at the retreat. He brought a little baggie full for everybody that I put in swag bags. So everybody got one of each. But now he's selling them. You can get one of each, or you can get 2 of each, or 4 of each. It's got a lot of different packages to choose from. Alright, I want to end with Champagne Shimmer, so I'm going to go ahead and start just a half of a layer.
Say hello to Maria and Larry.
Hi guys. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of, I think I'll use white. I need to pop some bubbles too. also want to pull some with a skewer.
Catherine said such even layers and make it look so seamless.
The best thing to do when you're doing these is to turn your canvas. That's why I like to do them on a turntable anyway, so that you keep the level paint. Because my table is still pulling this way a little bit. We still have not leveled it. I want to blow this off just a little bit. Alright, let's see what we have underneath. A little bit of suction there. Alright, so it does not make the cool pattern without a base coat. Remember that. So I'm going to pull these in.
Say hello to Julia Lee.
Hi, Julia. I got your order, honey. It'll be going out tomorrow. Brian's will go out tomorrow. Okay. Just like that.
She said she has another order.
I'll check after the live. Alright. Grab a palette knife.
Brian says he doesn't know what happened there. It says he got a cool pattern without a base.
You used a base coat last night. You did it on... Was it on black? I don't remember.
I want to say hello to Donna. Thank you for joining us.
Alright.
It says her order, second order is not in yet.
Oh, okay. Alright, guys. Let's spin it. Well, that came out cool. Let's check our thickness. I'm going to give it a tiny spin yet. 'Cause I think I still have too much paint on there. Just a tiny.
Brian said he did them on tiles today.
Oh.
Say hello to Darnell. Glad you could join us.
Hey,
Hello,
Dee.
Denise.
So I do have to give it another spin because my sides are still just covered with white paint on the edges. I want that paint to go down over. Because when you touch it up with your finger, you lose the pattern. There we go. That's better. They're all covered now. I do like that swoop I got in there. It's not a perfect little design. Like this side's bigger and this is smaller here. I like that. It's a little asymmetrical. Bubble there I didn't get. Alright. Let me pick this one up. I couldn't put tacks underneath because these canvases are small and they don't fit on the turntable with pins. You guys are buffering.
Mary wants to know what's that thing on your turntable?
It's a silicone mat from Fluid Art Co. Can you grab me some cups? And I need to move move that ornament up one. This will be pretty when it's dry because that champagne shimmer is so sparkly when it's dry. Remember, these are 8s, babe. Okay. My helper. I'll shut my air off. Maybe that'll help. I didn't turn it off before I started. Okay. Is that better? Thank you, Kathy. You don't think that's it? Is it my webcam microphone? Because I hate it. We still haven't figured out the Yeti issue, and I think I have a virus on my laptop. And I don't know where it came from because I'm really careful. And my Microsoft security did not pick it up. But I was scrolling today, and I went in the house and I came back out, and when I was scrolling, my screen was getting bigger and smaller. So then I went to restart, and the minute I clicked on the start button, all these zeros were filling up my internet browser and my search bar on the bottom for, you know, where you search for files. I was like, uh-oh. So I forcibly shut it down, and I will run a scan tonight. So I'm just going to wipe this off real quick with baby wipes.
Robin says there's a ding sound, similar to the sound of an airplane when they turn on the seatbelt.
You know what? This is the issue we had with the webcam before. Remember, Alan? Everybody said it sounded like an airplane taking off. Is it loud?
She's talking about the ding, though.
Is it loud? Hi, Angie.
I think that ding sounds when you get messages.
Might be. It could be my Messenger. And that's the other thing. I can't get in Messenger through Facebook. So, something's not right in Dodge. Okay. Let me put these up, and we will get another batch of colors. And another 8x8 canvas. Because I'm feeling puny tonight. I was going to do them on birch boards, but I didn't feel like prepping them. So we'll be doing the tulip. Save the drip cup for last, because that's my favorite. We missing any combos, Alan? No.
Larry says, everyone jumping on the tiny toy train. You might want to have a tiny collab.
We were talking about doing another collab for October. Stay tuned for more info on that. I don't think we'll ever be able to top the last collab, though. Because those jewelry boxes were a blast. In my opinion. Alright. We got barking puppies. Alright, so I'm going to pick my colors for this one. And... I need one more. I hate picking colors. I'm really good at, like, if someone needs a palette real quick, I can pick one. But when I'm standing up here in front of this wall, it's like,
Pressure.
No, it's not pressure. It's too... I have them in color schemes, so it should be easier for me to pick a palette. But it's not. Okay, so I need a contrast for that. I hate to do it, but I gotta do it. Alright, so Persian Autumn Yellow, Victoria's Muscadine Wine, Gold Rush, Chestnut Bronze, and I'm going to throw Moody Blue in there for contrast. I think it'll be pretty. And I won't put it next to the gold or the yellow so we don't pull a green. Alright, so now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna lay it. I'll start with that. Ugh. I'm not gonna have a choice. It's gonna have to go next to that. It'll have to go next to the Gold Rush. Alright. I am going to put a base coat down on this one. So we don't have to put a pile of paint on there.
Welcome, Linda Seriani. It's okay being late. Just don't let it happen every time. We'll give you a hall pass this time.
Hall pass?
Yep.
I'd give her detention. Because I'm mean like that. Alright, so I spread out the white. I'll probably have to pull out our corners, but that's okay. That's how you can tell how thin my base coat is. When I spun it, it just went so nice. Okay. Okay, I think we're pretty centered. Alright, here we go. Moody Blue. Chestnut Bronze.
No, Julia, you said that you hadn't put it in yet. She said, did I tell you I put the second order in?
No, I don't know. She said she was ordering again. Persian Autumn Yellow. I think that's going to be super pretty next to that Chestnut Bronze. Victoria's Muscadine Wine.
She just did it.
And Gold Rush. Got a bubble. Moody Blue. Chestnut Bronze. Persian. If you guys bloom, this is a pretty color for blooming. Victoria's Muscadine Wine. This one's also very popular for blooming. Gold Rush. One more layer. Moody Blue. Chestnut Bronze. Persian Autumn. Yellow. Victoria's Muscadine Wine. Not Shelley's Muscadine Wine. And Gold Rush. I am going to blow the top down before I skewer. Skewer go. Here it is. I'm gonna pull them out. I should have done two. Just to be different. Alright, let's take the top off.
So Lee Smaller wants to know, how do you choose your specific colors?
Well, I've been doing acrylic fluid art for over 5 years. So I kind of know what not to put next to each other. It all goes back to our color wheel, so that you don't make the mistakes of getting mud. This center is really cool, guys. I'm going to finish sucking this out and I'll show you. I did do tutorial on color theory. It's in my playlist on my main channel page. So watching that does help. And I do explain some of the colors that are definitely a no-no to put by each other, or even to use in the same painting. I'm really digging that middle. I was going to pull it in.
Everybody's liking that middle.
Yeah, I was going to pull it in that way, and I'm like, You guys can't see the little feathering, though. So let me bring it up and show you. Can you see those little featherings? That's super cool. So it doesn't need anything done to it before I spin it. Just a little torch to pop a couple of bubbles. And I do want to hit those corners. So Hobby Lobby got my stars in for the ornaments, but not the rounds. So I did order some stars and some Christmas trees. I may save them for next year, though. I think I may have enough to do this year's.
184,000.
I don't have 182,400 now. Get it right, Alan. You're gonna pick on me about that number. Get it right. Okay, here we go. I'm scared to go whipping it, so. Yes, they did open up. That was the one thing I wanted to see if it was going to do. And our white is gone. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. Now, when I do stuff for people that ask me to make paintings for them, I won't leave a spot like that. I'll pick up some yellow paint and I'll go in and fix that. You can take it out with your finger But you want to be careful. See what I just did? I pulled the blue up. So that was a no-no. Normally I touch it with my pinky finger. I keep forgetting that the Persian Autumn Yellow was so transparent that that was going to happen. Ugh. I can't fix it either. Let me try one drop. Oh, it's not going to stop dripping. Alright, that looks better than it did. It's not fixed, but it's better than it was, and I don't want to spin it again because then it'll make it bigger. I think we're good.
Now, there's a question that I don't think you can answer.
What's that?
Why is YouTube always buffering?
You know, I think they're doing some updates, and that's why. And they just happen to be doing it at night.
Well, plus it's a holiday, too.
Well, no, it's been buffering for... Everybody's channel's been buffering for about a week now. Every live that I've gone to has buffered. So there it is.
That feathering is pretty cool.
It is kind of cool, isn't it? Alright, let me move this one.
Lee wants to know, will you clear coat later?
Those will probably get varnished, yes. All my paintings get sealed. Whether it's Liquitex gloss varnish, or resin, or spray varnish. I use spray varnish on huge pieces because I don't want brush marks and I don't want any... I want it flawless, so I use a spray varnish. But I do use Winsor Newton spray varnish. I use a good archival varnish. I don't do an isolation coat, which I should do, especially on my big pieces that are commissioned. But I'm not going to be around in 100 years. So if they want to complain that their painting needs to be resurfaced, I won't be around. I do the best that I can. I know there's a lot of artists out there that do an isolation coat, or so they say they do. But I know a lot of artists that don't finish their paintings as well as they should.
Kathy Carter wants to know, do you do a lot of large commissions?
I do a lot of commissions. I don't film them though, because I don't want the person that's buying the painting to see me make it unless they request it.
And Lee Snoller wants to know, does Michael's or Hobby Lobby have decent spray varnish?
Yeah, Michael's does carry Winsor Newton. At least they used to. That's where I bought the last 4 cans of it that I have. Alright, so I saved my better canvas for the drip cup, because it deserves it. But now I have to come up with a pretty color palette for it.
So when you say better canvas, like when you're using a level...
This is a gasketed canvas, like a level 2. It's not a student grade. I don't like to use anything super nice on Monday nights because we're just playing and experimenting. But all my paintings are always for sale. All you have to do is email me if you ever want one. Okay. Dun, dun. Okay. I think I know where I want to go with the drip cup. I think I know.
Sonia wants to know, is it okay to repaint on an already dried painting?
You can, if the paint underneath on the original painting is not too thick. I do not have good luck with pour overs. I've had cracking, you know, where the paint splits from what's underneath. So, if anything I would do, if you have a painting that you don't like and you want to pour over it, I would stencil it or embellish it or do something with it other than pouring another thick coat of paint over it, because that doesn't have the air underneath to dry, so it forces the top to dry faster, which causes the cracking. Okay, let's see. I have 3. Oh, I think I'll go with this one. Alright. I think I know what I'm doing now. Shaking them up.
Brian wants to know, why spray varnish?
Because it's a nice, even, flawless coat, if you know how to spray. 3 coats of spray varnish is gorgeous. I know, Brian, you like that tri-art glass stuff. That's good stuff, too, if you tip your canvas. I'm always afraid of it yellowing, though. That's the problem. Alright, we got a base down. Here comes my favorite little baby. It's the Whittle. It needs a name, Brian. You know.
Mary Ellen wants to know, high gloss?
For what, spray?
Yeah. For the mark.
Just gloss.
And Mo wants to know, best place to buy spray varnish?
Jerry's, Michael's, Blick's. The Grumbacher makes a good varnish that I picked up at the Art in the Carolinas show. I did use it on a big painting. It worked really well.
Have you got any advertisements for that coming up?
What?
That's usually in November.
Yeah, it's in November. We won't hear anything till September. I didn't even look on the website to see if they're even having it this year. I'm sure they will.
We got a couple names suggested for that little guy.
What?
Linda Siriani says Sprout. Brian says Leonardo. I think we should call it Todd.
We call it Todd, Bry? I'm dilly-dallying tonight because my body's shutting down. We worked so hard Saturday, kind of chillaxed yesterday, just piddled. And today we kind of did a little bit of everything. But we still did go buy the new toilet for the boys' bathroom. So Ellen will be making that run on Friday. Okay.
Brian says you can't name everything Todd.
That's true. Denim blue metallic. Juniper shimmer. Deep lagoon. And Bentley booze old gold metallic. If you want a nice gold, this is your color. Some golds are very bright and yellow. But I love that gold. It does not play well next to black, though. I will tell you that. Sometimes it intermingles. Alright, let's start with Deep Lagoon. gotta give our drips a chance to fall. Once the first color starts going through, it works out pretty well.
Mo said she heard the ding. It's like an elevator door ding.
That's my laptop dinging.
That's the pilot putting the fasten your seatbelt sign on.
Bentley Booze Old Gold. Denim Blue Metallic. Juniper.
Catherine
Lagoon.
McClare's got a question. She wants to know, does Winsor Newton spray varnish come in matte and high gloss?
Yes. Grumbacher's does too. Interesting pattern I'm getting with those colors. It's like last night I was watching Brian do his, you know, and as he was pouring it, it was like, eh. And then I reminded myself, wait till he spins it out, because it all opens up, and it was just so pretty. I love to watch Brian pick colors, because I'll sit there and go, but you know what? It works for him. If I would have picked those colors, it wouldn't have worked for me. Alright, one more row. I gotta do it. This looks like green, doesn't it, on the screen?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's sinking underneath.
And I've been putting a lot of juniper in there. My paints are a little thicker than normal too, so they're not like dripping like they should. That gives you that more feathery effect. We'll give that a chance to drip down. I should torch it a little bit. But I want to wait till it's done dripping before I skewer it, because I like that drop to pull. This is all going to pour off the Bentley Boo Gold on the end there. Alright. Darn it. I should have pulled straight up. But I can fix that. All fixed. Okay. This does help create more feathers by skewering. Because it pulls it. And if you're drip is crooked, go the way the drip goes. Because that does make a difference. Oh, it's so pretty right here. Can't wait to spin it. Spin it, spin it, spin it. Okay. Are we ready? Let's do a little one first. I should have done this on a big canvas. We got more feathers. Still pretty though. I like my center. It looks like a little flower. This is really pretty. How I can see it, I look at the screen and it looks like just green and blue. And some hints of boo. I see all the juniper in there too. I'll lift it up so you can see it up close. So we'll see all that when it dries. It's the little parts between the petals is where you get your featherings. And then at the end of your petals, you get featherings as well. It's cute. We'll see how it looks when it's dry. You got cups up for me, babe?
I do.
Good job. Alright, let me get this cleaned up. So anybody have any questions? Is everybody gonna be quiet tonight? Chat's been pretty mellow, guys. No picking on Brian. It's because it's Monday. Everybody's tired, right?
Brian, what's on? Did you do a base on that last one?
I did, Bri, and I spun it out really thin. I really thought those colors, I thought the juniper would take over because it's so light. Because normally it does. But it didn't. The green, the deep lagoon took over. Which surprised me. It's not that transparent. One more wipe. Then we'll move this. My bin looks cool. That's not going to be fun to clean though. Unfortunately. Neither will my mat. Goopy. Goopy goopy.
Lee wants to know, do you ever do a cloud mix with this technique?
I have not tried a cloud mix with a toy. No. But you could try it. It might work. So if you guys aren't aware, I have my recipes for sale on Etsy for 7 different things. The blooming recipe, the pearl pours, the Fiona flower mix that Shelly and I collaborated on, and oh geez, cloud pours, base paint, paint mixing video or recipe. where's this one go? I stuck something in the wrong place.
Can't blame me.
I think it goes here, and this goes here. And yeah, I can't blame you. You're not over here painting. So you guys want to do a giveaway? Ooh, that was really loud. So tonight I'm going to give away Moe's Eggplant Shimmer, since it's my most popular selling color right now. If you have won in the past 30 days, Susan, Kathy, Bonnie, you can't play. And Susan, I have not mailed yours yet, and I need to talk to you. I'll send you an email. So we'll end up picking a number between 1 and 50. If you live inside of the USA, I will pay the shipping. If you live outside of the USA, you'll have to pay the shipping. So this is what you'll get. Nice shimmering paint. Super pretty. I probably should put something white down here because my mat is so black it's too shiny. There, it's better. So I'll put the pink here. And I bumped the camera. Okay, so Alan gave me a number. Mona's Masquerade Wine Shimmer. That's funny, Brian. So Renee will play a guessing game. When I say go, you will enter a number between 1 and 50 in the chat. And the first person who has the number that Alan wrote down on that paper will be our winner.
Make sure you're in live chat.
So on your mark, get set, go. And they're off. Do-do-do-do. Oh, no, that wasn't it. So close. But
And it was a winner.
You got a winner?
Guess who?
Go back up. There's one. Stop, please. I think you're seeing things, Alan.
What?
Oh, you're double checking?
I'm double checking.
Alright, Alan's double checking, and we have a winner.
Showing the number. I think it was Denise.
I think it was Denise, too. So my number that Alan gave me was 39.
Here we go.
And Denise is our winner.
Denise
Bedeau. Denise, send me a email to Christina Welch Art at yahoo.com with your mailing address, please.
Congratulations, Denise.
So guys, we're going to call it a night. I know we used to do 2 hours, but, you know, life is real. I'm kind of tired. We had to play with Ellie a lot today, and because it was her birthday.
Sticky tiles.
Sticky tiles, trying to clean up, getting ready for the floor installers to come on Saturday again. So, but thanks for coming tonight. I appreciate you all. Don't forget to show up on Thursday night at 8 p.m. for Tutorial Thursday. Mona will do a premiere following my tutorial. She usually goes at 9. And then we have Angie and Larry this Sunday at 8 p.m. Crunchberry's Playhouse. And then we're back to me on Monday. But thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you all next time.
Have a wonderful week.
Bye now.